Hey, Council. Wow, just wow. What a July, huh? I mean, this month was a pretty busy one, and in a lot of ways. I got to interview Thomas Filippi at Flyos Games, the people working on Chapters, the upcoming board game, and I'm extremely excited for that. It was a really good interview, and I learned a lot about the game, but unfortunately, I also kind of forgot to check if my microphone did the voice thing. The deep voice one where I kind of talk like this. I mean, it did, and so the entire video is full of clicks, and the audio is just absolute garbage. I'm really sorry for that. Consider a lesson learned. I also had my 1-year anniversary charity stream. I played Bloodlines for 16 hours straight, finished a game, and while doing that, I also did, to my count, about 500 squats. And I mean, they weren't really great squats, mind you, but I did them. However, all that is much less important than the fact that you folks did something amazing. You helped me raise another $1,000.69 cents to Doctors Without Borders. That's absolutely amazing, and I'm still kind of dumbstruck by that. Thank you so much for that help. And wow, what a way to end the first year. I also kicked off my new book review series, The Primogen's Library, with a book that was, having now worked on an episode about Golconda, spoiler, that's coming next week, I might have been a little bit harsh on Sins of the Blood. Their section on it is actually decently good and informative if you want to bring that into your game, so mea culpa on that one. I also started my Stockholm by Night chronicle, and this is a big thing, so I might need to start from the beginning. So when I first started out, I figured I should make some elusive goal that maybe once in many years I would be able to hit, and if I did, I would make my own chronicle and run it for some of my patrons. Well, I hit that goal in May, and I immediately set to work making this chronicle. It kicks off from how Stockholm is described in the V5 Camarilla book, but with some modifications, and I actually even made some videos about it a while back. You can see that in the little tag up there in the corner. Since then, a lot of things have changed about the setting, however, but I can't really tell you what that is, since I don't want to spoil it for the players. But what I can tell you is that some of our sessions will be going up on YouTube once I'm done editing them, so hopefully you'll be able to see those soon. Since I am now currently prepping for the 5th group to run games for, I've had to close my Patreon to higher tiers, simply because I won't be able to take on more people. Running 5 separate chronicles a month is already going to be very tough, but I think I'll be able to make it, I hope. God, there's just so much to look back to. I'm going through my videos for the month. I kicked off my How to Play series, which has been an amazing success so far. I've done Toreador and Ventru, and let me tell you, they kicked off. I'm super thankful to B-Dev Walter for helping me out with the Ventru video. It really added an extra layer of awesome, and I immediately regretted not asking Cynthia Marie, who plays Nellie G on LA by Night, if she wanted to do a video for Toreador. I'd love to hear her take on how to play the Clan of the Roses. I really love how she plays Nellie. There's going to be more of these videos coming for sure, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But I might not be able to release them every week. I mean, I want to do the Tzimitzi one myself, but I also kind of want to make it special, so I will need some time to work on it. We've also had the epilogue of my actual play, Little Brook Reunion, streamed on my channel, and I've finally finished editing the backlog of those episodes. So they will be coming up 1 episode per week until October, so if you're caught up, sorry for the wait on that. Sorry, really. Also, they don't have any background music because when I was streaming, I was doing it on the Onyx path, so copyright issues would be a problem, and now I'm just not gonna go through 2 hours per video adding music to that, sorry. Come August, I will be going back to work again, so I'm not sure if I will be able to keep the same tempo as before, but I'll try to do my best. I've still got some Patreon videos I haven't made yet, so I'll be digging into that next week, hopefully. Gotta get them out, or at least work on them. Oh, hey, yeah, I've also included the benefits of getting access to my videos 1 week ahead of schedule for my patrons of tier elders and above. So if you want to watch my stuff before everyone else, that's how you do that. Oh, crap, I almost forgot my other channel. So I also started a second channel, the Primogen Plays, where I will be streaming games here on YouTube. Honestly, I've thought about doing this for a long time because I don't want to clog up the channel with stuff unrelated to World of Darkness. I mean, I'll still play and stream World of Darkness related content on here, no worries about that, but for other stuff I'll be on the Primogen Plays. So far I've only gotten a 2-hour session of Disco Elysium in, but that's mostly because I've been insanely busy for most of July. I'm gonna try to take it a bit easier in August, famous last words. But I think that's enough about me and my channel for now, so let's go to the Q&A for this month. Alright, first up we got Bambi Parsons asking, does anyone know how Xavier really died, or is all that just speculation? Alright, so for context, Xavier is the former Justicar of the Gangrels, and in 99, he decided to withdraw his clan from the Camarilla after having an unfortunate encounter with Leopold, the Toreador of Toreadors, who was wielding the Eye of Hazimel. Or Hazimel, however you want to pronounce that. A lot of Gangrel died during this botched attack on Leopold, and Xavier asked the Inner Council for help, but was snubbed, so he left. Now that didn't mean that most Gangrels left with him. In fact, the clan was a bit split on that matter, and the Gangrel being Gangrel, most of them didn't care that much, doing whatever they were doing. Xavier almost became a bit of a laughingstock in the clan, those who didn't know what he had faced, considering him kind of paranoid and insane. But he eventually got into an argument with Karsh, the Gangrel warlord of the Camarilla, that ended kind of badly. Xavier and Theobald sort of staked Karsh and just dropped him into the Atlantic. That can't have been good. And a while later in this book series, which is a Theobald book series, by the way, during a raid on the group of Infernalists that were like the big bads of this book series, Xavier reportedly was killed, and his heart was eaten by a true Bruja who wielded Dark Thaumaturgy. I mean, this is not public knowledge in this setting, except people know that he's dead. They don't know how he died. So he's become kind of a topic of shame among the Gangrel, who sort of regret not supporting him more outright earlier on. Now, knowing that other seemingly dead SPCs like Marcus Vittel, for example, have returned from the grave, it's not impossible that he's not dead, but I unfortunately think he is, since otherwise there might have been more about him in the Beckett's Jihad Diary or in V5. Gaslight88 asked if there were any other ways for a vampire to decrease their generation other than through diablerie. Now, this is a big topic, and obviously there's quite a lot of different ways. The most common way would be the ritual from Marduk's throat, which is a Banu Hakim ritual that they used while they were still under the blood curse of the Tremere. I mean, that has since been lifted with the rise of Urshulgi. It's rarely, if ever, used these nights, since the Banu Hakim can now diablerize again, but some still know it and kind of, pass it on as a tradition. It takes a long time to conduct this ritual, and it's very complicated. Basically, you need to make artificial vitae for as many blood points as the desired generation. So a generation 13 would have 10 blood points, a generation 10 would have 13 blood points, 9 would have 14, and so on. And each blood point takes 4 times 8 hours of uninterrupted work. So just lowering your generation to 12 from 13 would take 352 hours of work. And it has to be made by the same vizier, in the same laboratory, and it can't be interrupted for more than a week, or the entire elixir will be spoiled. Then, the subject has to drink all that blood and roll an extended stamina check at difficulty 9, so they have to roll 9 or higher on a 10-sided dice, looking to get as many successes as the amount of blood points consumed, and every failure causes 6 points of lethal damage. So, obviously, this ritual is not quite as effective as diablerie, but apparently there is no soul consumed, ergo no fear of being overtaken by your victim, so I guess there's that. There's also ways to boost your power without diablerizing. I mean, this is not lowering your generation per se, but take for example Bane spirits from Werewolf the Apocalypse, or demons for that matter. If they possess you, that will usually make you way more powerful, but with some downsides. Banes can't really do much though if they try to possess you. They can't control your body, but I doubt your soul and humanity is gonna be doing great sharing the same body as one of those things. Demons, on the other hand, will most likely take full control, if not initially, then definitely over time, and for sure your soul is screwed when you get possessed by a demon. There's also the Pursuit of Apotheosis, which is a level 5 ritual of New Age Anarchs. I had to dig around a little bit to find this one. And that literally kills the mortal followers of the Kindred doing it, staining their soul and reducing their humanity, while giving them experience points to put into traits. It's not diablerie, but it's definitely not a nice thing. So finally, there are some MacGuffins in the lore that will lower your generation, like the blood of an antediluvian, with no diablerie required, or something like that. Okay, last up is Idrin's question. What's the most surprising thing you learned from your channel's success so far? Oof, that's a tough one. I think it's how fast it's gone, to be honest. Like, again, I was celebrating my 1-year anniversary July 9th. And the day after that, I hit 5,000 subscribers, and today I'm at over 5,500. It's been a crazy and weird kind of journey, and I met so many cool people and made so many awesome friends in such a short time. Having BDev Walter on my channel was a huge thing for me, and to give some kind of context, what kicked off me getting back into Vampire the Masquerade and World of Darkness was seeing LA by Night. So having him appear on my channel only a year later is, I mean, there aren't words for that. That's super amazing, and I'm still kind of reeling from that. I honestly don't know where things will be going in the future. Right now, I'm riding by the seat of my pants, just barely holding on, but you know what? I really like it that way. I feel incredibly alive, and there's just something viscerally rewarding about people saying they actually enjoy my stuff, that they find it educational and interesting, and that they're showing it to their friends. I mean, I'm still just a dude who's learning this stuff together with you all. I mean, I screw up, I miss important information, I repeat myself, I get things wrong. But thanks for tuning into my channel though. I mean, it means so much to me, and I hope I can keep doing this for a long time ahead. Also, huge shout out to my patrons who have been incredibly patient with me through these couple of months, as I've been working on, and still am working on, implementing all of Stockholm by Night and everything related to that. I wish I could do this gig full time, but I mean, even with the summer being mostly free from work, I've had a hard time keeping up with stuff. But it's still incredibly fun. I think that's about it for July's update. Take care everyone, and see you in the Umbra. And oh, by the way, the game I'm playing in the background is Noita. If you haven't tried it yet, check it out. It's on Steam. It's in early access, but it's a really fun roguelike platforming game with a lot of interactive environments. Super fun game. So if you're interested in that, it's on Steam. I can really recommend it. I think I've sunk 5 hours over several days, so it's not a lot of time, but really I don't have a lot of time to work with. But anyway, take care everyone. See you in the Umbra. Love you lots. Bye bye.